What is going on, everyone? The Houston Texans just defeated the Indianapolis Colts 23-20. The Colts get swept, losing all of their matchups to the Houston Texans this season. Hey, we'll see you next year, losers. But we got some stuff to talk about, ladies and gentlemen. There was some good, there was some bad. But this Houston Texans team, they advanced to 6-2 on the year, sole possession of first place in the AFC South. And like I said a couple of weeks ago, you need to start looking at some of the other great teams in this league and start score watching, man. We are fighting for seeding, ladies and gentlemen. Hey, you had a big injury to Stefan Diggs, man. We'll have to talk about some potential trade options later on during the week, but we're going to discuss this Week 8 victory. My name is Ruben Calavillo. This is the 713 Houston Sportcast, where I drop daily Houston Texans content. Make sure you guys are following me on Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok for the latest newsrooms and updates. This episode was brought to you and powered by BetUS, giving you a 150% bonus. Starting with the Houston Texans offense, guys, we saw the benching of left guard Kenyan Green. In my opinion, the experiment is over. Kenyan Green is one of Nick Caserio's worst draft picks. He's definitely a bust. We saw Jared Patterson come in, and this offense immediately put up 7. Unfortunately, on that big run from Joe Mixon, Jared Patterson, dealing with a concussion, had to come out. Kenyan Green had to come back in, and the problems returned. It is over for Kenyan Green, in my opinion. I don't think he has a future on this Houston Texans team, and it will shock me if he is here towards the end of the year. We saw Stefan Diggs go down, kind of a scary knee injury, non-contact, man. Those are the ones you don't want to see. D'Amico Ryan said after the game that it is a knee issue. We have no update as of right now, ladies and gentlemen. In my opinion, I'm going to be honest with you, it doesn't look good. Me and Harley were on the Bleacher Report stream, and, we are expecting the worst. However, we are sending good vibes to Stefan Diggs, man. What Stefan, the trade worked out. He was an impact on the field, but more importantly, an impact off the field, on the sideline, in training camp. Stefan Diggs was a leader, ladies and gentlemen, is a leader. This absolutely sucks for number one. He was having himself a fantastic game. The big Stefan Diggs game that we are waiting for was going on today against the Indianapolis Colts. But Stefan Diggs, no matter what happens, get well. Wishing you the very best. C.J. Stroud, 285 yards, 1 touchdown, no interceptions, was sacked twice. So you got to give some credit to the offensive line there in terms of, keeping him clean. C.J. Stroud at one point was still under pressure 70% of the time. Not good. A quarterback rating of 99.5. When this offensive line gets it together, we are going to see the absolute best of number 7. Hell, we are seeing fantastic quarterback play with a crazy suspect offensive line pass protection wise. I keep on having to say pass protection wise because on the ground, Joe Mixon, 25 attempts, 102 rushing yards, another 100-yard rushing game from Joe Mixon, ladies and gentlemen. When the Houston Texans have a 100-yard rusher, they are 3-1. The streak was broke last week against the Green Bay Packers, but Joe Mixon is game-changing. He is elite. After today's performance, I could confidently put him in the top 10 running back list. He has been fantastic, man. You are not 6-2 without Joe Mixon. Dawson Schultz, 4 receptions, 52 yards. Welcome to the 2024 season, Dawson Schultz. Tank Dell, 4 receptions, 35 yards, a touchdown in the back of the end zone. Great body control. Great job getting 2 feet in bounds. Let's keep on going, Tank Dell. This was good, not great. However, he had a nice play after, the Stefan Diggs injury. Tank Dell runs a great route and puts the Houston Texans in an opportunity to get the first down. I want to see more of number 3. However, that touchdown just goes to show you that connection between him and CJ is strong, but we need to see it more. On the defensive side, what can I say? This Houston Texans defense is elite, Anthony Richardson, horrible. Absolutely horrible. 10 of 32, 175 yards, 1 touchdown, 1 interception, was sacked 5 times. This defense was swarming, a quarterback rating of 48.3. Jonathan Taylor returning from IR. We knew we weren't going to shut him down like we did in week 1. He had 20 rushes, 105 yards on the ground, 1 touchdown. Jonathan Taylor, when healthy, ladies and gentlemen, is one of the best running backs in the NFL. Will Anderson Jr., another sack. That is 3 weeks in a row with a quarterback taken down by number 51. I definitely think he is going to win AFC Defensive Player of the Month. He is coming into his own. He is becoming the Terminator from Alabama. Man, guys, we need to start looking at him as a potential Defensive Player of the Year candidate. His partner in crime, Denil Hunter, 2 sacks on the game, both of them in the 4th quarter. It seems like whenever Denil Hunter wants to make a big play, it comes in time of need. Denil Hunter, I think, is going to get going, ladies and gentlemen. Let's not forget, he had 16.5 sacks last year for the Minnesota Vikings. This is a veteran. He's going to turn it up. Devin White, I want to give you some flowers. Your first game for the Houston Texans, you were able to put pressure on Anthony Richardson, forced him into some error throws, had a nasty hit on Josh Downs. Hey, we just picked you up. You had an impact. I like it. Let's keep on going forward. Your defensive tackles, Lorenzo Fatukasi, Tim Settle Jr. were fantastic. This defense was swarming, ladies and gentlemen. They were swarming. Derek Stingley had some nice pass breakups. Eric Murray had about 3 or 4 pass breakups. They tested him early. This Houston Texans defense overall, ladies and gentlemen, they handled their business. They handled their business. Jalen Petrie gets the interception early, and Jalen Petrie is having himself a bounce-back season. Whatever number 5 is doing, great job. And this is where you give credit to DeMeco Ryans for knowing where to put his players in their best situations. But this defense, guys, was all over the field, and they're scary. They're elite. They're a top 5 unit in the NFL. They won you the game today. Ladies and gentlemen, the Houston Texans defeated the Indianapolis Colts 23-20. Let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. For more Houston Texans content, you guys know what to do. Come back, go Houston. Have a blessed day. This episode was brought to you and powered by BetUS.